So, this campaign of UN Habitat has been galvanized around the Water and Sanitation Trust Fund, through which we are supporting pilot programs focusing particularly physical rehabilitation where we must, as we are doing with the pilot support with the government of Netherlands here. We have a pilot scheme in the Lake Victoria secondary towns. But I would like to say that, and I would like to invite this audience, all of you in your respective areas, that if what I'm describing is also a challenge in your part of the world, that please, when you go back home, try to see whether you could set up a small sanitation services or a water scheme, but which is going to be sustainable. And sustainability is about maintenance. So unless you have sufficient revenue for maintenance, you can be involved in an episodic type of intervention. It will survive while you are there. If you leave, you come back 2-3 years down the line, everything has collapsed again, like the water scheme in my village. So I would like to say that the question of sustainability now becomes key. What I'm describing here is not rocket science. After all, the technology is there. And sometimes technologies must also be adjusted to the realities. Waterborne sanitation is good, but waterborne sanitation is not necessarily the ideal in all the places. There is also a question of delivering services into households. In some places, we commend community services. For example, if you look at the question of water, if you want to promote water equity, then definitely those who want water in their homes, they are going to have meters fitted. You will be surprised. In many parts of the developing world, meters are not fitted, which means those who are subsidized can use as much water as they like. I mean, it is wonderful to be in the bathtub, but then if you are going to be in the bathtub, you are going to have to pay for it. So we advocate what we call graduated water tariffs. The more water you use, the more you pay. It should not be the other way around. This way, there will be sufficient water for everyone. The same can be said also for sanitation. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have, therefore, a number of activities that we are undertaking at UN Habitat, for which I would like to say that most of them could be emulated. As a United Nations agency, we are not there to solve. Our role is really a catalytic role. Our role is to broker partnerships, to generate best practices, which can then be emulated, even scaled up by partners. And the nature of activity is grassroots oriented. Within the UN family of programs, we are categorized as a community-based program. So our core partners are local authorities. If I'm visiting the Netherlands today, I consider the mayor of Amsterdam, the mayor of The Hague is a very active partner of ours. These are our partners. And through the mayors, then we reach the communities, the civil society organizations. That's why I said we are working on the habitat agenda. Why an agenda? Because the issues of the living environment is not really a sector. It is multi-sectoral. You cannot just look at one aspect of things. Housing is very important. For this forum, I believe a key issue. Normally, women, we are told to remain in the homes, but sometimes even the homes where we are supposed to remain are not there. So I would like to say that we would like to make a home, a living environment, a place where people have access to water, to sanitation, where they are safe, sometimes where they can also undertake their small economic activities. So a home becomes a hub, an economic hub for activity. And I would like to submit that unless we sort out the living environment, all the story will be lost. It is going to be very difficult, for example, to achieve girls' education in an atmosphere where they are not healthy, where they are not safe, etc. I already talked, I think, earlier before about girls dropping out of school simply because the menstrual cycle has started. Not because, sometimes of course because of the tradition, but not necessarily increasing now because of the physical challenges. If parents are not able to provide for the girls, they feel shy, they are aware of themselves, they just drop out of school. The facilities are not there.